Hello, and thank you for joining today's discussion and demo on NetSuite for the C-Suite. Today, we will be focused on NetSuite's ability to effortlessly deliver real-time analytics. Prior to today, we reached out to each of you to get a better sense of your understanding of NetSuite. There were enough of you that had familiarity with NetSuite that we adjusted the agenda, moving the demo into the first half of the discussion. So let's turn to our agenda. I will kick off by introducing Imran and myself and our firm, Neosystems. From there, I'd like to clearly define today's learning objectives. Then we'll launch into the demo of dashboard business intelligence functionality. We'll follow the demo with more information on NetSuite, and we'll wrap up with questions and closing thoughts. So without further delay, let's meet your Neosystems team. I am Amy Kankowitz. I serve as a senior client executive for Neosystems. For the past decade, I've been helping clients advance their organizations by maximizing business management systems and human capital resources. Since starting with Neosystems 4 years ago, I've helped over 270 organizations craft solutions that have improved operational efficiencies, promoted business growth, and enabled better service to end clients. I will be providing an overview of Neosystems and NetSuite, and then turning the mic over to Imran Hasnan. Imran is a principal solutions consultant with 10 years of cross-industry experience. His experience includes not only system implementations, but also deep financial planning and analysis knowledge, which includes budgeting and forecasting. We are happy to have Imran leading today's demo and bringing his combined technical and functional expertise. Together, Imran and I, along with 220 of our other colleagues, are Neosystems, a 12-year-old, employee-owned, award-winning business process outsourcing provider and leader in the implementation of business management systems. Our sweet spot is in providing services and solutions to complex, competitive, and highly regulated industries. What is uniquely different about our organization is that because we provide day-to-day accounting and finance services for over 100 clients, we are heavy users as well as implementers. We perform the day-to-day accounting, HR, and IT functions for over 100 clients. We know how to maximize software for multiple business scenarios and have developed a proven best practices approach to implementation, with hundreds of implementations of business systems to our credit. Since our inception in 2003, we've had steady and strategic growth. And for the past 6 years, we've been on the Inc. 5000's fastest growing companies list. Neosystems helps clients maximize the value of NetSuite. As I mentioned, for 12 years now, we have been running a very successful BPO practice. We have extensive knowledge in back office operations, working with clients who have a variety of missions and business requirements. We know what it takes to run a compliant business with access to accurate, timely, and reliable financial data. This is the unique value that Neosystems brings as a NetSuite solution provider. Our knowledge extends past business management system capabilities to include strategic advice on internal controls, accounting best practices, business process reengineering, and adherence to compliance regulations. As I mentioned earlier, Neosystems is a user as well as an implementer. When we implement business management systems for our BPO clients, we must live with the implementation decisions. This has led to a best practices approach and proven implementation methodology. It's important to note that we pride ourselves on partnering with our clients. Part of our implementation approach is to train and empower clients to maximize the software post-go live. That said, we are not a traditional get-in and get-out solution provider. We are prepared to continue to support our clients as they grow and their requirements evolve. You may have noticed our tagline, "Grow ahead, we've got your back office." We are fully committed to supporting our clients through their growth and evolution. Learning objectives. First, to confirm our audience, we're focusing our attention to those concerns of our C-level executives, those strategists, decision makers, and implementers of positive change that have a steadfast commitment to ensuring their company profitability while managing costs, those that understand the value of using technology to scale and increase efficiencies, driving growth without increasing headcount, those that seek the right blend of assets, skills, finance, and infrastructure. We are committed to the C-level executives that demand one version of the truth, with access to real-time financials and activity reports. Executives who understand and respect the importance of regulatory compliance. If you have an unwavering devotion to increasing your business value through accurate financials, quality service to your customers, and building a superior reputation, well then, this webinar was crafted with you in mind. Why? Why are we addressing executives today? Because there remains a disconnect in the effective use of business analytics with mid-sized organizations. In a recent PwC Global CEO survey, the results showed that just 3% of data is tagged and only 0.5% is analyzed. CEOs stated that there are issues with data quality, information overload, and a continuing lack of trust in the value of digital data. There were a number of executives polled in regards to how they make big decisions. A noteworthy amount ranked their own intuition and experience, as well as the advice and experience of others, above data and data analytics. Neosystems and NetSuite believe that we can simplify access to business data, allowing CEOs to have unprecedented real-time retrieval of critical information. That, combined with experience and intuition, will allow companies to significantly outperform those that don't utilize business data results. As Dr. Mark Harrison, one of the CEOs surveyed, stated, the data is great, the information is better, but how you as leaders use it is the most important thing. Today, we are going to show you, 1, how NetSuite's role-based personalized dashboards integrate real-time critical business data across all departments. 2, how you can increase trust in financial data. We'll show you how to effortlessly consolidate roll-up across multiple companies with varying native currencies. We'll show you how NetSuite allows customers to streamline financial close and other key processes. 3, we'll show you how 24,000 other executives are obtaining instant analysis of their organizations, gaining the ability to see the entire operational picture and spot anomalies in real time, from anywhere, with robust native business intelligence. We'll show you how the resultant metrics will allow you to confidently take action. 4, we'll show you how NetSuite enables you to meet reporting, audit, and compliance requirements. And lastly, 5, for those of you that have less familiarity with NetSuite, we're going to provide you with a brief overview of this unified solution. In the amount of time that we've allotted for today, we will only be able to provide a broad brush picture, so we welcome one-on-one conversations to dive deeper. Our last slide contains contact information, and please don't hesitate to reach out. Now let me turn the mic to Imran, who will be giving us a CFO's view of our fictitious organization, Dilly Services.
Thank you, Amy. Good afternoon and welcome to today's live demonstration on NetSuite's role-based dashboards, with particular emphasis on the dashboard's utility and capability as it applies to the role of a CFO. A few basics about NetSuite before I start the live demonstration. NetSuite is a 100% cloud-based system. This means there is no infrastructure requirement at the customer site. You need only use a browser to access the application, and access is granted by logging into your instance of NetSuite's website application. NetSuite is also a role-based system. So what does that mean? Within any organization, you will have employees with different roles. They will need to perform different functions in the system, and each role within the organization will need to see different functions and different pieces of information. Hence, NetSuite is designed around roles. And tied nicely to that are NetSuite's role-based dashboards. As I log into my dashboard account signed in as the CFO, of a global multi-subsidiary company, you can see from the top right-hand corner as I hover over this role, there are a few other roles that are on display that are tied to this company. For the purpose of this demonstration and demonstration alone, I have the ability to switch my current role to any of the roles that you're seeing here. It is important to note that roles are part of NetSuite's security infrastructure and help dictate what screens users can access, what data they can see, and what they can do when they get there. It's also important to note that most of our users don't have this long list of roles. They have access to their primary role only. And staying on our existing CFO role, let's examine the dashboard. A few features about the dashboard. As you can see from the dashboard, you have these sectionalized areas called portlets. Portlets are dynamic data display areas that are set up to house and display information about your key business matrix. These portlets can be personalized and configured in a number of ways. Using NetSuite's native drag and drop functionality, I have the option of moving around any of these portlets. For instance, as the CFO, I want to see my key performance indicators or my financial data before anything else. So I have the ability to simply drag it in place of a portlet that I do not want on my primary real estate. Based on Neosystem's interaction with CFOs and business leaders alike, one common theme that resonates is trying to determine the business progress, and it seems to be very difficult to measure if you don't have meaningful, quantifiable, and easy to use applications to do that for you. One such dashboard tool that really helps the CFO of daily services keep a track of his company's key business matrix is the KPI meter. With the KPI meter, the CFO can see his company's current period profit, and as we can see, the total bank balance, and with current period bank balance as well as a comparison with the last period bank balance. Important to note that these KPI meter KPIs feed off the key performance indicators portlet right down to the settings that they have. In this case, as you can see, there's a threshold set for the bank balance at $2 million. If it goes below this, it's going to be highlighted on the KPI portlet indicator. This brings us to the key performance indicators portlet. What are key performance indicators? Key performance indicators are basically synthesized raw data that's been displayed for comparison purposes with different date ranges. Given that these dashboards are role-based, KPIs you choose depend on the role used to log into NetSuite and the features enabled within your NetSuite account. To demonstrate that, I would like to go into one of these dashboard roles that I have. But before I do that, I would like to re-emphasize that this is a demo account where I have granted myself full admin access with the ability to switch roles. In a live environment, you would have a segregation of roles and duties based on your functional role within your company. Hence, NetSuite functionality within the roles is the same in the sense that you have the same features on the dashboard and you can create portlets in a similar way, but what's different is the access to the content. So for instance, as a sales rep, I do not have access to the data that the CFO has, and that makes perfect sense because of the delineation of duties and roles. It's built into NetSuite. To demonstrate, let's look at the sales rep dashboard. As you can see, it has a hue and feel for a sales related activity and it's very sales centric. Meanwhile, if we were to switch our view to a controller role, you will notice that the feeling for this specific role is more geared around what's in the bank, how much do we owe, our profit or expenses. It has certain similarities to the CFO role, but it's more geared towards transactions that we do on a daily basis and paying off uh, our invoices and collection stuff. If we were to go back to our CFO role, I want to highlight how easy it is to set up some of these KPIs. You would create a portlet for a key performance indicator by going into the personalized link. You have the option of choosing that portlet and displaying it on your dashboard. Since we're already using that, it's not on display here, but once it populates, you have the ability to go into your setup screen and choosing from standard KPIs that are built on NetSuite standard reports. Or Neo systems can create custom KPIs depending on your needs, and if it's not available within NetSuite's out-of-the-box standard KPIs. You have the ability to move these KPIs in an order that best suits your view. You also have the ability to choose from multiple date ranges. You have the ability to highlight and present it as a threshold, and in this case you will notice there are a few KPIs that have been called out as a headline. Another powerful and actionable business intelligence feature within the dashboard are the KPI scorecards. KPI scorecards are a great way to check your business's overall health by using multi-dimensional KPIs across multiple date ranges and accounting periods. The underlying strength of these KPI scorecards is their customizability. Scorecards can be modified to include spreadsheet-like formulas, and using KPIs and expressions to display KPI data, including trend graphs. To measure the point-in-time financial health of the business, the CFO has created a customized KPI. As you can see, it's called the CFO KPI, CFO Key Financial Ratios. And through it, the CFO is monitoring the company's liquidity, profitability, and a few debt obligation and business generation potential ratios. Investigating the scorecard, we can see that the CFO has highlighted a few profitability and financial leverage ratios. Highlighting makes the results more visible, and one of the goals that the CFO had last year was to bring down the financial leverage ratio to an industry average of 1.5 for a company this size. It seems like this month it came in at 1.43, and as if you can present that in a trend graph form, you can see that it seems to be trending down. And if it can be sustained for the rest of the year, it's going to be a great achievement for the CFO. Now that the CFO has effectively mined the data for intelligence, the next step is to assemble all those components into a smart dashboard. Again, going into the personalized link, we have an option of choosing from various portlets. The one that the CFO is currently interested in is a custom search that displays a safe search, a recurring search, right onto the dashboard. The CFO is keeping a close eye on the competition, and he wants to take a look at the opportunities lost to competitors. So utilizing a saved search, which was created for him, he can display the saved search on a new page, but in this case we want to display it directly on our dashboard page to see which competitors are sort of taking away those opportunities from us. I'm going to drag this down so that our orientation and order remains the same. It's almost the end of the month, and the CFO would like to see a quick report snapshot of the total opportunities and how far along they are within the pipeline. These snapshot reports, as you can see from the personalized link, can be found within the report snapshot, and they are built on summary level reports within NetSuite. Again, displaying the portlet is done by clicking on one of those snapshot reports, and going into the setup is where you would choose from a specific search, a specific report that you have that you're interested in. In this case, we're looking at the total pipeline by statuses. Having displayed the report and displayed it for the pipeline status, I have the ability to hone into the report, into this graphical depiction of the report, and just from a tally analysis, I can see that of the total pipeline, 65% account for purchases, proposals, and qualified leads. If I were to add negotiated leads, the number would look even better at 85%. At this point, I would like to focus your attention on the KPI portlet. NetSuite's powerful drill down capabilities make it easy to uncover the wealth of detail behind financial matrix. And right from the dashboard, I have the ability to drill down into a specific report. Here, the CFO has the ability to view data, CRM quota as well as CRM forecast data in a unified and real-time view with actuals from the ERP. I also have the ability of changing my perspective from a roll-up to a subsidiary view, all in real time, and with the added ability that NetSuite provides of real-time currency conversion. As you saw, the previous report was a US-based dollars for our headquarter view, and now we're seeing euros. Directly from this report, I have the ability to drill down further to the transactions for that specific subsidiary and going right into the invoice. NetSuite's real-time currency conversion across all subsidiaries allows the CFO of this company to change perspectives seamlessly. And the fact that this is happening real time gives the CFO a check and balance ability whereby he can monitor transactional activities and postings as they happen as opposed to doing a month-end analysis. This aspect creates accountability and full financial transparency. I believe this is a very important ability to have, especially when you have the fiduciary responsibility as the chief custodian of the company's finances and assets. And a single click is all it takes to identify the general ledger impact of this specific transaction. Again, directly from the invoice, I have the ability to go into the customer profile. The Customer 360 gives a complete profile of the customer, including order history, case logs, marketing efforts. It really allows you to hone in to the customer and target sales and marketing efforts towards the customer. Few systems, if any, give you the ability to see such real-time unified view of CRM and ERP activities. Not only did we drill down from our dashboard view to a specific invoice in real time, I actually took you to the customer record for that invoice. Clearly shows how much fidelity there is within NetSuite. Returning back to our CFO dashboard, I want to focus on another important portlet or feature within NetSuite, which are called reminders. Reminders are built on safe searches in a very dynamic and real-time way. Here, as you can see, the CFO has created uh, an accounts receivable in excess of 90 days by sales rep so that he can follow up on collection activity from the account heads for their specific accounts. Furthermore, through the subsidiary navigator, which I placed at the bottom of the screen, I have the ability to dynamically change the data orientation within the dashboard. For instance, in a headquarter view, I'm seeing roll-up data, but I have the ability to change the data in real time to any of these subsidiary views, and it's going to show me the resulting data across the dashboard in a real-time fashion. I would like to conclude the demonstration part by showing how easy it is to access disparately run reports. It's no longer a thing of the future. You have a custom portlet which the CFO is using to organize and group his financial transactions, his financial statements, and financial reports in one specific portlet. Um, as we just witnessed, NetSuite's unified and fully integrated dashboards give the CFO of daily services a real-time command and control over his key business functions and provides operational efficiency within and external to NetSuite. Thank you.
Thanks, Imran. Well, we hope that you've seen how NetSuite Business Intelligence provides the power of built-in real-time dashboards, reporting and analysis across all integrated processes within the software suite. We hope that you've seen how business users can gain real-time visibility into identifying issues, trends, and opportunities, and how you can instantly drill down to the underlying transactional data to take action. I wanted to share with you one customer's feedback. I'm making an assumption that you've all heard of GoPro. They stated, "Not only does NetSuite support our business growth, but it also benefits our investor and strategic partner relations with its support for financial transparency, information accuracy, and regulatory compliance." GoPro has been a NetSuite customer since they were less than 10 employees. They have seen firsthand the value of business insight delivered across their back office functions as they have rapidly scaled their business to $1 billion in revenue. Today's session with a brief overview of NetSuite, I wanted to share with you just a few reasons why 24,000 executives have chosen NetSuite. 1. NetSuite provides more insight, giving CEOs a greater level of comfort over their businesses, which has led to higher profitability, increased employee and customer satisfaction, and new opportunities to grow. 2. NetSuite helps employees work better, faster, and smarter by providing personalized tools and information, by providing a single view of everything, allowing access from anywhere, at any time, via any device, and by eliminating manual processes. 3. NetSuite's one-stop shop suite-based approach brings what had been historically separate departmental applications, i.e. financials, HR, CRM, into one unified single code-based platform in the cloud, which lowers costs and eliminates IT resources, infrastructure, and associated risks. And 4, NetSuite helps companies expedite time to market and helps companies drive innovation. So let's talk more on NetSuite. For those of you less familiar with NetSuite, it's a unified solution, as this graphic tries to depict. NetSuite is a complete business suite that includes ERP financials, budgeting, forecasting, and modeling capabilities, advanced dashboards, timesheet and expense management, resource planning, customer relationship management, and e-commerce capabilities. This unified platform means that everyone within your organization operates off the same data regardless of their functional area, giving everyone that one version of the truth. NetSuite is the world's most deployed cloud ERP. It is used in over 110 countries, supporting over 190 currencies. Gartner identified NetSuite as the fastest growing top 10 ERP provider for 4 years running. Among NetSuite's accolades are multiple CODiE awards, including Best Financial Management Solution, Best Project Management Solution, and Best Commerce Solution. An independent study of NetSuite's existing clients found that NetSuite clients reported the following benefits. Hopefully, you now understand why the latest Gartner research on the top 10 financial management systems identifies NetSuite as the vendor growing market share the fastest globally. In this slide, you can also see that NetSuite is actively taking market share away from established vendors like SAP, Oracle, and Sage, as noted by their negative growth rate. Why Neosystems chose NetSuite? Much like several of you are doing today, we ourselves went through a painstaking evaluation process to determine which solution we wanted to use as the foundation of our commercial BPO practice. NetSuite was a clear winner for us for 5 primary reasons. 1, it's a unified platform, a single system of record giving us and our end clients that one version of the truth. 2, it's cloud-based. Our consultants have real-time access to critical data anytime, anywhere, and we avoid the unnecessary headaches related to infrastructure, security, and maintenance. 3, it has robust business intelligence. As you saw today, we like the personalized dashboards with real-time analytics, which allow you to drill down to see underlying data. We also like that you can run what-if scenarios. 4, it's incredibly flexible. You can configure and customize with easy-to-use point-and-click tools. Our users can adjust workflows and processes without involving IT. And 5, it works. Over 24,000 global organizations rely on NetSuite every day. It's proven itself. So, Neosystems has built a practice within our already successful BPO and business management software consulting service around the NetSuite platform. The experience we bring in our over 12 years of providing solutions to complex, competitive, and highly regulated industries is of great value to our clients. We understand how to run businesses because we not only run our own, but we take responsibility for the back office functions of over 100 organizations. We welcome the opportunity to tell you more about our services and about the NetSuite platform. You'll find our contact information on the last slide. So we've had a couple questions come in. I'm going to switch to our contact information slide, but please continue to type in your questions and we'll answer them. Take a look at the first question that we've had come in. How easy is it to customize the dashboard? Is it something I can do myself, or do I need to hire a consultant? Imran, would you like to take that question, please?
Yes, Amy, thank you for that question. Excellent question. The answer is you do not require any development effort to customize NetSuite dashboard matrix. Depending on the source of the dashboard matrix, you can change the configuration or modify an existing source report or source safe search. The underlying data is secure and cannot be modified.
Thanks. Before I move on to question 2, let me point out a couple resources available to you on this presentation site. You'll see below Imran and my bios, you'll see a light blue envelope icon. Clicking on this icon will initiate an email to us. Also on the bottom right-hand side, you'll see some materials available for you to download. Moving on to question number 2. Can I use NetSuite to do a what-if analysis? Imran?
The simple answer is yes, you can do what-if analysis in NetSuite using NetSuite's financial planning solution. The financial planning solution helps meet your budgeting and ongoing forecasting. You can model and evaluate different financial scenarios that targets your annual operating budget in a bottom-up or top-down manner. Yes, definitely possible.
Thank you. Can you explain how to publish a dashboard?
Excellent question. There are a few preconditions before you can go ahead and publish a dashboard. In order to publish a dashboard, you must have the Publish Dashboards permission. A few administrator roles have the permission assigned by default, but most users do not. Pay attention to that. You can only publish a dashboard roles for which you have the same center. And for example, if your role is set to a sales administrator, you can publish personalized dashboard only to roles site sales center role. The actual steps, if you'd like me to lay them out, are sort of carried out through your home page. Settings portlet, you click the list option that you have next to the Publish Dashboard. List of your dashboard would appear, and then you would click Edit next to the name of the dashboard for which you want to change the assigned user. On the Apply to Role subtab of the Publish Dashboard, you can add a role from the drop-down list. That's the process.
Okay, the next question here asks, would a sales rep role be able to see sensitive information like total revenues and profitability? What about other sales reps' info?
Excellent question. As was mentioned before, roles are part of NetSuite's security infrastructure. But to answer that question, no, the administrator can lock off sensitive information. And as a matter of fact, the default permissions for a sales rep in the system only allows them to see sales-related data.
Now, I'm not seeing any other questions come in. So on behalf of NeoSystems, Imran, and myself, we'd like to thank you for participating in today's webinar. Please don't hesitate to reach out if we can be of assistance to you with your existing implementation of NetSuite, or if you're in an exploratory effort to replace a current back-office system or systems. So please enjoy the rest of your day. This concludes our time together. Thank you very much.